Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. We're going to do our daily technical analysis update. This is gold and silver. We're going to go through the dollar, 10-year, ETF, continuous contracts, some ETFs, and then eventually into some individual companies. So here we go. This is gold and silver, and this is just my financial opinion. So here we go. So we're jumping into gold and silver. I've got the dollar and I've got gold. And usually these are pretty inverse correlated, but gold's been kind of bucking the trend. As the dollar is increasing here, we've had gold kind of increase and then remain flat. It looks strong in comparison to the dollar. So when the dollar strengthens, it's just really going sideways. It doesn't really pull back too much. So that's something that I look for in an outperforming asset. Is what is it doing? If it's correlated to something else, is it performing stronger against that something else? And I would say gold is starting to. Doesn't mean it will the entire time, but it's starting to. We've got the dollar here. I kind of threw these lines in here. It could be an ascending wedge pattern, which means that it's going to coil up somewhere up here or so, and then maybe potentially break to the downside. That's what ascending wedges usually do, is they break to the downside. We do have a bearish engulfing pattern right here, which means that we could see this head on lower. We did today. It did go lower a little bit, 93.95. This is delayed a day. So we are down here. So we could see this continue to pull back, perhaps. Here's the 10-year Treasury yield. The reason I like looking at the 10-year is because if we have high rates of inflation and an increasing 10-year yield, it will eventually force money out of bonds. And I think that the only viable alternative is gold. And gold is the asset to be looking at when we have a high inflationary environment with also an increasing interest rate environment. So looking at gold, we've got this pattern here. I'll throw in a trend line, see what we got here. I'm just going to clip the top here. So we kind of cleared that yesterday. We got a little bit of an update. Now, I'm curious to see where this goes. What I would like to see is a break of these highs in here at 1837 or so. We break through that, then I think we're good. But we broke the downtrend. That's the important part. This downtrend broke. Now we just have to close up here and keep moving on up. Close on a weekly basis. Here's silver. Silver's looking good too. I like it. I like the buying pressure. I like the break of the downtrend line. This is looking good. We just got to finish strong this week and continue the momentum. So I think that looks good. Go silver. And oh, there's my boy platinum. Oh, platinum. Downtrend break. Looking fantastic. We've got big buying pressure that started here. So big buying pressure, small sell-off. It's a characteristic or trait that we're going to go higher. Big buying pressure stepping in. I like it a lot. Go platinum. I like it. Copper. Come on, copper. Look at that thing. I'm getting excited, guys. These are all very promising. You could put it here. Right there. Clear break. Clear break. Boom, boom. 1-2 punch to the upside there. I think that looks fantastic. If you guys like copper companies, I'd be looking at copper companies. I did a video a day or two ago on copper. You should check that out and look at the companies in there. My favorite is Nova Royalty, NOVRF. We've got GDX, so we're going into the ETFs. And boom, right there, break. So we've got the break, and again, this can pull back. I'm not saying it's going to pull back. I'm going to let it run, but it could pull back all the way, somewhere in here before heading on up. But that's a clear break. It looks fantastic. We've got a clear break on GDXJ. You can just run, imagine the line coming through here, clear break. And this could pull back a little bit. We're coming into some resistance looking to the left here. I'll draw it in. And what you want to do is you always want to scan left and look for other previous things like that. So that's what I'm seeing. We've got a hit here a couple times. We came up and hit it coming back up. And we broke to the upside of this, and we may pull back and kind of come back to this top of this line here before heading higher. But we'll see. We'll see what the path is. And these are all clear breaks. SILJ's got a clear break of the downtrend line. Nice and easy clear break. Now I kind of backed up here. Let's throw some resistance lines and support lines in here. We've got a support line. There's one coming through here. Not much down here. Let me rotate this up and over. You see here. I'm just seeing what we've got for lines here, guys. That's underneath it there. Looking up. It's a funky looking chart here, guys. I don't really see much here that is huge support outside of this one cutting through here. Kind of a weird looking chart from a long-term perspective. But we broke this downtrend in here and are moving up. Looking at Endeavor Silver, this is a clear downtrend break. Looks good. Could we pull back on the short term? Yeah, we could. You got some resistance right here coming through. A couple times hit it. So we could come back and do a little U-shape or something. Looking at Endeavor Silver from a big picture view, I'm trying to change it up here, get some different viewpoints. I'm going to go all the way back here. See, we hit this resistance point and bounced off of it. Let me see if there's anything in here. There we go. There's our support line, guys. It starts there, comes right through here. And there's a nice looking support line right coming through here. And we're going to head on higher, definitely. Here's Teuton Resources. One of my kind of come through there. There's your break. So we broke the downtrend line and we're coming on up. So that looks good for a small royalty company. Here's Sandstorm. This one also broke, it looks like. And we're moving on higher. It's contracting a little bit. Somewhere in this region in there. It's contracting a little bit, but still we've got some good buying pressure. I'm looking to the left to see if there's any resistance. There's a little bit of resistance through here. You can see a couple times, so let's see if we can break through it. Wheaton Precious Metals taking no time, up 4% today. Nice big solid buying pressure, so that one looks good. Wheaton Precious Metals on a long-term perspective. Let's see if we can find anything here. So nothing much through there. I'm going to rotate back up here. Looks like we got some support there, and that's what we pulled back to, is this support here. We hit it a couple times. We came back and hit it again. And hopefully we can cut through this downtrend line. I'll just draw it in here. What I'd like to see is that break. So we could be scribing out a pattern that looks something like this, and then we break. It's a good base to launch from. It's good. Here's Koya Silver on a weekly candlestick basis. So I'm looking at it from a weekly. If you draw through here, we broke that, big move higher. Coming on down, and what I'm looking for is a downtrend break. There. That's what I want to break. Hopefully we can do it this week maybe, but that's what we're trying to break there. Metallic Minerals is looking pretty good. Nice big bullish engulfing pattern on a weekly candlestick basis coming down. I think we'll probably head higher over the weeks to come. This is weeks, not days, weeks. And we're starting to see some buying pressure enter Impact Silver. I'd say it started here, 2 big up days, small down days. Hopefully it can continue. So that one's looking good. There's Discovery Silver, bullish piercing pattern, and we're moving on up. Doesn't look too bad. We may chop sideways for a little bit before moving on up, but that looks good. It's looking better. But that's what I've got for today. I wanted to get a couple of big picture view picks in there. I like the silver area quite a bit. Gold's looking pretty good too with some of these gold and royalty companies. So overall, I think we just need the buying pressure to keep coming and persistently push all this stuff forward. I think inflation is a tailwind behind us. I think rising interest rates will eventually be a tailwind behind us, and it's going to rotate money into gold eventually over the long term. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys listening. This is Finding Value.